Hello everybody, I'm Richard Gon of Work to Live podcast version. And this time, I couldn't tell you hello everybody well, and I could pronounce hello everybody. I could pronounce hello everybody well. So hello everybody, I'm Richard Gon of Work to Live podcast version. So as always, I took trouble. As always, I got a pronunciation trouble when pronouncing hello everybody. Because everybody itself is really difficult for me to pronounce, and because I'm a non-native speaker of English language anyway. So what I'd like to talk about is not the pronunciation of everybody, but do you check news, which is what I'd like you to do. Do you check do you check do you check news? Is what I'd like to talk about, and do you. So of course, the title, as the title shows, do you check news? To start with, is what I'd like you to know this time. But actually, what I'd like you to truly know is that So of course, what I am recommending you is checking news. What I'm recommending, what I'd like to recommend is that you check news if you have not checked the news, or for example on TVs or on televisions or on online news, for example. Anyway, so what I'd like you to know this time. So, and the conclusion of this time is, or of this episode is, the first step to establish business systems is to know the problems, troubles, and needs your communities have. This is true even in the case of porn businesses. You know, as I so if I tell you as is written in the description column of this episode. If you'd like to reach the conclusion of this episode, so please check out the description column of this episode so that you can reach the conclusion of this episode. But actually, if you'd like to only know the conclusion of this episode, it's fine to check out the description column of this episode without listening to this disgusting voice like I have. Anyway, so why I created well what no not why I created I'm creating this episode now, and why I decided to create this episode is because so some people create porn businesses in my country, and so maybe I have told you that of course not in this episode, but actually in some past episodes of my podcast, that so I created a template of the I have created a template of the agreement used for creating some consensual relationships or consensual business relationships among the business owners of porn businesses, or the creators of porn videos, and the cast who are going to, or who would appear to porn movies. Anyway, no, not porn movies, but porn videos. Let me tell you again. So I created a template of the agreement, which is which is used for creating consensual relationships between the creators of porn videos and the casts who would appear to the porn videos created by the porn created by the creators of the porn videos. Anyway, so I'm sorry for my complicated explanation, but actually you could understand what I think you could understand what I was trying to tell you. Anyway, so I have such a treat not treatment, but actually template. So but actually, and the template is written in Japanese language, and anyway, but actually, recently not so many people, but so to start with, the majority of people of this country, the majority people of the local people of this country are decent people. Of course, the creators of porn videos are decent people, but actually, to start with, the majority of this country do not think of or do not think about creating porn videos, and of course, so the local men or the local boys in this country frequently watch porn videos, of course, which is my guesswork and my speculation. But actually, so most people watch and enjoy porn videos, but actually, only small numbers, or only small number of people want to create porn videos by themselves. And so recently some people began to buy the template of the agreement of porn videos anyway. So which is what I wanted to tell you. And of course, such a template is not the main topic or the main track of this episode anyway. So so but actually, why I began to talk about is, so of course that those purchases those frequent purchases of that template is a trigger of this episode. And so which means some people want to, and I understand it, because it's a kind of a it's a, there is a sort of an economic depression in this country. And because so the value of Japanese yen has had has plunged, and has plunged relatively related to US dollars. And to start with, so thinking about the current currency, thinking about the situation of the currency exchange or current exchange between Japanese yen and other currencies of other countries. Japanese yen has solely, or Japanese yen has Japanese yen has dropped, or has plunged, or has fallen. What is falling is the value of Japanese yen. The value of Japanese yen had solely fallen or dropped, which is a situation of this time. And this where is this time is that this time is the former term, or the former part of 2022 anyway. So there was such an event in this year. But actually, so like which so when creating businesses, it's necessary to think. Such a thing one of the things business creators have to think about. So what I wanted to tell you this time is that, as I told you in the part of conclusion, that so nothing, of course I told you in the part of the conclusion. But actually, to start with, you have to watch news, which is what I'd like you to know this time. So why so what the reason that you need to watch news is because what you have to do is to find out the needs and the problems and the troubles of the community, or the communities you belong to. So which is from which you can start your own businesses. So without any troubles, without any problems, and without any needs, nobody can create any businesses. So for example, so if there's a country where, if there's a country which doesn't have any porn contents, and it's fine to supply that country with porn contents, which is one of the seeds of creating businesses. Or in this case, what is created is what is going to be created are porn businesses anyway. But actually, so by using such a manner, businesses are created, or business schemes or business systems are created. So which is why the first step you have. So as I told you in the conclusion of this episode, the first step you have to do is to know, or to detect the problems and troubles and needs of the communities you belong to. Like which, it's fine that if any country is fine that you live in anyway. So what you're saying is that, if you live in, for example, France, and if you live in, for example, in Spain, if you live in, for example, Spain, if you live in, for example, Portugal, and if you live in Italy, and if you live if you live in Italy, I'm sorry for my mispronunciation, and Japanese people call Italy Italia anyway. But if you want to live in Italy, and it's alright, and if you live in Germany, it's fine, and if you live in the United States, and it's alright. But actually, wherever you live in, and if you'd like to create your own businesses, what you have to do as the first step is to investigate things around you, and one of the main purposes, to of that investigation is to detect the problems and troubles and needs, which are going to become the tasks you have to accomplish or you have to tackle, which is the first step of creating businesses, which is what I'd like you to know this time. So as I told you in the section, or in the part of telling you the conclusions, but actually, what I have just told you is applicable to, or what I have just told you is the case to 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 creating porn businesses, or even creating porn videos is a type of business. It's a type of business, and even if you'd like to create, even if you'd like to create your own porn videos, and including porn businesses. So what you have to do is to investigate the seeds and troubles and the problems your communities have, which is what you have to do even before creating your own porn videos or adult contents. So, and this is, of course, so which is why I wrote, this is true even in the case of porn businesses, in the description column of this episode. So if you'd like to read the conclusion of this episode, so please check out the description column of this episode so that you can read without not listen to. And if you'd like to listen to the title and the conclusion of this episode, so I maybe coming back to the beginning of this episode is fine, I think. But actually, so just before the end of this episode, I'm going to tell you the conclusion of and the title of this episode, and I'm going to end this episode. I'm going to end this episode. So the title is, do you check news to start with? And the conclusion is, the first step to establish business systems is to know the problems, troubles, and needs your communities have. This is true. This is true even in the case of porn businesses. So if you are thinking of creating your own porn videos for fun, and if you are thinking of creating porn businesses, of creating adult contents, please check out the problems and troubles and needs of your communities, or those things your communities have. So that's it. Thank you very much. That's it. Thank you very much for your listening. See you.